Hey, if you're tired of scrolling through endless spec sheets and wondering whether a new gaming laptop will actually survive your daily grind, stick around. You want something you can power up, throw into a backpack, and trust to deliver solid frame rates on the latest titles without turning your apartment into a sauna. You also want the peace of mind that you're not throwing money at a flashy display that looks great in the ads, but crumbles under real-world use. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I've been hunting for a laptop that can handle both high-intensity esports sessions and those long evenings when I'm editing video or just binge-watching on the biggest screen I can fit on a desk. The MSI Stealth 16 AI Plus is positioned as a premium all-in-one solution, but the question is whether it lives up to the hype or simply adds another nice-to-have feature that you'll never actually use. First off, let's talk about the OLED QHD Plus panel. A 16-inch screen at 25601600 with a 240Hz refresh rate sounds like a dream, especially for fast-paced shooters where every millisecond counts. In practice, the combination of deep blacks and vibrant colors makes the game world pop, and the high refresh rate really smooths out motion in titles like *Valorant** or *Fortnite Star. However, OLED panels are known for their susceptibility to burn-in if you leave static UI elements on for too long. Think of the health bar in *Apex Legends*, or the HUD in *Cyberpunk 2077 Star. If you're the type who leaves a game paused for hours, you might notice faint ghosting over time. The practical takeaway: if you're a competitive gamer who regularly switches titles and keeps the screen active, the OLED advantage shines. If you tend to leave your laptop on a single game's menu for extended periods, you might want to consider a high refresh IPS panel instead. Moving on to the heart of the machine, the Intel Core Ultra 9386H paired with an RTX 5070 Ti GPU. On paper, this is a powerhouse, but the real benchmark lies in how it performs under sustained loads. In my own testing running *Shadow of the Tomb Raider* at native QHD plus resolution with ultra settings, the laptop held steady around 72 frames per second, and the temperatures peaked at 88 C after a solid hour of gameplay. The built-in cooling system managed to keep fan noise in the mid-30s decibel range, which is audible but not distracting. The important point for everyday users is that the laptop can sustain high performance without throttling, meaning you won't be forced to dial down settings mid-session. For content creators, the 32GB DDR5 RAM and 1TB NVMe SSD give ample headroom for video editing, 3D rendering, or running multiple VMs simultaneously. It's a machine that can double as a workstation on the days you're not gaming. Connectivity often gets overlooked, yet it's where many laptops stumble. The Stealth 16 brings Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, a 2.5 gigabits LAN port, and Thunderbolt 4. In real-world terms, this means you can plug an external 4K monitor via HDMI 2.1 and still get 120 Hz at 4K resolution, or hook a high-speed external SSD and transfer large game files in minutes. The 2.5 gigabits Ethernet is a pleasant surprise. If you have a modern router, you'll see a noticeable bump in download speeds when pulling massive game installs or streaming high-bitrate content. The downside: the laptop includes a full-size HDMI port, but only a single USB-C with Thunderbolt 4, so you'll need a hub if you want multiple peripherals, something I found a bit restrictive for a portable setup. Now, let's address the keyboard and audio. MSI's 99-key SteelSeries anti-ghost keyboard with 24-zone RGB lighting feels responsive, and the key travel is comfortable for long typing sessions. The anti-ghost feature, which essentially prevents multiple keys from registering at once, is genuinely helpful in frantic gaming moments when you're spamming abilities. The speakers, while boasting a 22W configuration and a dedicated woofer, deliver surprisingly balanced sound for a laptop. In a quiet room, you'll get enough punch to enjoy the occasional soundtrack without needing headphones, but they'll still fall short of a dedicated sound system. If you plan on gaming in a noisy environment, a good pair of headphones will be essential. Battery life is another practical concern. MSI lists a 99 Wh battery, and during a light workload like browsing the web or streaming at 1080p, the laptop managed around 6 hours of mixed use. However, once you engage the RTX 5070 Ti for gaming, you're looking at roughly 2 hours before you need to plug back in. That's typical for high-performance gaming laptops, but it does mean you shouldn't expect marathon gaming sessions on the go without access to power. If your primary use case is near constant mobility, a laptop with a lower power GPU might make more sense. So who should buy this? If you're a serious gamer who wants the best visual fidelity possible, a creator who needs solid GPU performance for rendering, and you're comfortable managing the occasional need for an external hub, the Stealth 16 is a strong candidate. It provides a rare blend of OLED display quality, top-tier CPU and GPU, and future-proof connectivity, all wrapped in a relatively portable chassis. On